Should you be getting married back home in Nigeria, in Africa, and bring your wife to abroad, or should you get married abroad? Should you find somebody abroad? As we are talking now, there is this guy who is about to be sentenced. He is going to jail. I don't know how long he's going to jail for, but he's going to jail for assault, for beating the wife. Here's the story. This guy came to the UK 17 years ago. It took him a long time to actually settle himself. It took him 7 years before he was eventually settled. He's an occupational therapist or a physiotherapist, one of those professions. So he then went back to Nigeria to get married to this lady. And when he was about to get married to the lady, family was saying, bro, the woman you want to marry is not the same person that you think she is. She is not the same when you're not here. When you are here, she acts different, she behaves differently. But when you're not here, she acts differently. So they advised him against the woman. So here's another question for you guys. Should you go ahead and marry somebody that your family does not approve, your family does not want you to get married to? What is your take on this one? This can be broad. Let me break it down. Sometimes they don't want you to get married to a person because of cultural differences, because of tribalism, okay? If they don't want you to get married to the person because they think the person has a bad character, or because they think they know the person is being seen, the person doing certain things that somebody who is ready to get married shouldn't be doing, what would you do in that case? So this guy went ahead and got married to the lady. And the plan was, when they get married, they'll come to the UK. Got married. There was a whole lot of discussions. She does not want to come to the UK just yet, blah, blah, and it was a lot of things. So the man was like, okay, if you don't want to come to the UK, then just stay in Nigeria. He set up a business for her in Nigeria, and she got pregnant, had her child. And meanwhile, he returned to the UK. He was in the UK. And he will go there often to see her. She was doing well. Her business was doing well. They had another baby. They had a second baby. Meanwhile, he had his own home in Nigeria. His sister went to stay with the lady, but they were always fighting. So the man eventually asked the sister out of the house. And since then, the sister hasn't been talking to him. The sister tried telling him that, see, this woman goes out late at night. Are you sure she's not doing anything shady? Of course, he trusted the woman and believed that, you know, the sister is lying. Some sisters can do that. So he went ahead and threw the sister out of the house. And now the business that he set up for the lady was not going too well at a point. Time he brings the idea of she coming to the UK, it end up into an argument. So he then was like, okay, look, let me know when you want to come to the UK with the kids. Let me know when you're ready to come. So now that the business is not working, it's not going well, she seems to be ready to come to the UK. So she then told the man that, you know what, I want us to come and visit you, but but only on one condition. I want a visitor's visa. I don't want anything for my children. So the man agreed because he wanted to avoid any argument. He did not think anything else, and he respected her. So eventually, they came to the UK, and when she came to the UK, she saw that things were okay, were better. So she then was like, you know what, I want us to stay. Now that I can see that the UK is different, it's okay for the kids to stay. So the man was like, okay, why not? It's a good idea. Let's get them to go to school. So they enrolled the kids into school. They started going to school. So then he then brought the topic. Now that the kids are going to school, I don't want my kids to be going to school with a visitor visa. So please, let's apply for passport, citizenship, something for them, because I am citizen. I am British. Like, I'm now British. So if I want to get passport for the kids, it's much more easy. The woman said, no, I don't want any of that for the kids, please. And the man was like, do it before it's too late. When they grow up now, they cannot do this thing again, and they'll end up not being able to do anything and have to struggle to get their documentation. So let's do this thing. I beg of you, let's do these things for the kids. The woman said, no, I don't want anything like that. Please respect my decision. I don't want it. So the man agreed. Meanwhile, he did not understand why the woman is always arguing with him. Each time he brings the topic of wanting to do passport or something for the kids. So he went behind to then apply for passport documentation for the kids. And when he applied for the passport, they now asked him to do DNA test. So he did the DNA test, everything. 5 weeks later, the results came, and he's not the father of any of the children. 3 children. He's not the father of any of them. So he then confronted the woman, my wife. I applied for passport. As soon as he said I applied for passport for the kids, and I had to do DNA test, she was so angry about the whole thing. Why did you go ahead to apply for passport for my kids without letting me know? And I'm like, this is his kids too. He can decide to do whatever he wants to do. It's not all about you. It's also about the children, and he's the father. He can apply for passport for them if he wants to. Why are you stopping him from doing so? His duty. So she was like, my enemies at work, my enemies have done it again. They are trying to destroy me. Africans, I'm telling you this today. When you go out there and commit a crime yourself and do something that has got nothing to do with the enemy, stop calling the enemy. Stop saying the enemy, my enemy at work, no, stop doing that. Stop saying that. You did something that resulted into something. So stop saying your enemies are at work. Let the enemy rest. Okay? It's not everything that my enemy is. Sometimes it is because of your behavior. It's because of what you have done. That's what causes everything you do has consequences. So stop saying that everything my enemies are at work. Stop it. So anyway, she asked him to review the. Meanwhile, the Home Office was like, we have to investigate this. Why would you apply for passport for somebody else's children? Why are you portraying to be their father? So the woman was like, you have to do it again. My enemies are at work. So he did it again. Pay. Do you know how much you have to pay to do all these things? He pay again, do everything again. It came the same negative. It's 99.9, not even 98.9, to 9.9. Only 1% chance of him being the father, and that's not possible. I think this man could have walked away. In this country, this man is a healthcare worker. He knows that he cannot be violent. He knows that he cannot do certain things because there is rules and regulation. Everything is in favor of the woman, and you cannot lift your hand against a woman or anybody. So he should know this. He should have controlled his anger, or rather, he should have just walked away. But this woman, I'm going to say, was there, insulting the man. You are a useless man. You are this man. You are that man. Just because he did a DNA test for his own children. Started beating her into bloody beatings. And all the noises, the neighbors called the police. They came. There was blood everywhere. They took him in and told him that he's going to jail. As we are talking now, he's awaiting his sentence. He's awaiting his fate. And you know worst thing? The woman and her children are still in that house. He is going to prison, so he is not going to be able to work to pay for the mortgage of the house. He is going to lose his license. He's not going to work again as a healthcare worker because he now has a criminal record in his name. He is going to lose everything. He will come out. You find it difficult to find a job. And all this is because of one stupidity, one act of violence. And it took him, a woman, to get him to react in that way. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, this is a sad story for him. I don't understand why women do this. You have somebody who provides everything for you, yet you go ahead and do this kind of thing. 3 children. This man is like, I'm 49, I am going to 50. What am I going to do? This woman has no shame. This woman is not God-fearing. This woman is shameless. Anyway, the man is not supposed to act the way he acted. I suppose his adrenaline just got into action and he did what he did. He's going to fully regret his actions now. So men or anybody else, I'm just telling you this. If you come across any situation that is going to make you react, just walk away. Walk away, cool yourself down, and revisit that topic again. And do not revisit that topic alone. Revisit that topic with people so that you will not be able to act. Because this one act of beating now has cost him everything he has worked for all these 17 years. and those children and the mother are still in that house, it will surprise you that they are going to give her a stay in this country, establish her, give her a council house, and she will stay here in this country right under his nose while he's in prison. Now, I am giving you advice. If you find yourself in this situation, the best thing to do is, okay, buy tickets. Do not even let her know. Buy tickets. All of you go for holiday back home. Go back home. Leave her there. Do not even touch her. Even when you go back home, do not touch her. Just go back home. Leave her there. Dissolve the marriage. Come back and live your life. It's not the end of the world. Come back and live your, because Shebi, her business is not doing well in Nigeria. If she goes back with her children, now how is she going to survive? In this hard economy, how is she going to survive? That's the best vendetta. That's the best revenge that you're supposed to give this lady, so she can suffer alone back with her children. Not what she did for you to then go to prison and lose everything, and now she will be privileged. Guys, what do you think about this whole thing? What do you think he should have done? And this lady, a word of advice to her. Karma is coming her way, by the way. So a word of advice, guys, if you find yourself in this kind of situation, if you had this kind of experience, how did you handle it? Please comment down below the comment section and let us know. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's your girl Susie here. Shalom. Subscribe, share this video so a lot of people can be aware. If you want to bring your partner abroad, she has children and she's refusing, think wise. If she's always argumentative in regards to you doing a passport for the kids because of DNA test, think twice. You have to be smart about these things, because this is happening a lot. And now the family is like, I told you so. The sister is like, I told you so. And they just left him. He was a respectable man in the church. The church left him there. The church was like, the church is not in favor of these things. Even though they should have supported him morally and emotionally, they are not. So guys, comment down below the comment section what you think, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye for now, and see you in the next video.